Hello and welcome to another episode of Motors for the Masses, and we are back on the NTV. And what are we doing today?
We are going to address the exhaust.
We are, yes. Basically, it doesn't work very well and we need to make it work very well. And Malcolm's back!
Yes.
So, yes, right, okay. So, in no further due terms or any other kind of...
Don't like the rear light.
What's wrong with it?
It needs to be smoked or something.
No, it doesn't.
Yeah.
I like it. It matches the front.
It's
Look,
a bit white and bright. And
so are they. White bright lights.
yeah, but they're meant
white,
to be.
Bright lights.
They're meant to be red or dark or something.
Why are they supposed to be dark? They're not supposed to be dark. I like them like that. Yes, let me rephrase my previous statement. Malcolm is back. So, without any further ado, that's the word I was looking for. Let's roll the intro and get cracking.
Crack!
So, as you know from previous videos, I bought a new exhaust, and these inline, I want to say cats, but they're more just metal honeycomb stuff, which should give some back pressure to the exhausts. Now, I bought these because I thought these were mild steel, but in actual fact, they are stainless steel. And the best way to tell is that stainless steel isn't magnetic. So, I have a magnetic torch, and I don't know why I didn't do this before. It took from Malcolm to tell me. This is stainless steel. Doesn't stick to it, look. This doesn't stick to it because it's stainless steel. This doesn't stick to it because it's stainless steel. This looks like alloy, but it's not. It's mild steel. So, and now Jamie's turned up. Right, you having fun?
Yep.
Okay, right. Can we concentrate on the exhaust rather than magic roundabout Mr. Zebedee? Right. So, basically, we are not going to change the exhaust. We are going to use one as a mock-up and the other one as the piece to change. So, explain the plan, Malcolm.
Right, so we briefly discussed the implications of putting these things in random places, but although we may have a choice, we've decided we're going to put one down here and one over here, primarily because the engine casing down here, the gearbox casing, is quite close and we don't want these to rattle together or on the engine, plus it'll be easier to wrap it because that's the plan. Yeah, now there is a debate, I just want to add in here, there is a debate as to these things should really be in line in the same place. I do apologise, my son has turned up. These should be in the same line, pretty much in the same place on the same exhaust, bearing in mind that goes that way, that goes around that way, so they should both be about here. Yeah. But that's just not feasible, as Malcolm was saying, because we can't put these together because they're going to hit the bottom of the engine casing and probably hit each other. So as long as there is back pressure, we're hoping there shouldn't be an issue with going one in here and one in there. So it's more of an experiment at this stage. More for space. So, in true Motors for the Masses style, plans have changed.
Indeed they have. Please explain what we're doing now.
So, rather than add these things by cutting the pipes up and making potentially a mess, we're going to do some experimentation first. Because we're not 100% that they're going to create the back pressure required.
No, I mean, the honeycomb that's in here is metal, but it's pretty much what was in here, just on a slightly bigger scale, and two of them. Not sure whether that made any difference to the back pressure, really. So,
we're going to cap off that in its entirety and run it with just this one outlet. We've also blocked up air holes in various places just to stop air leaks and gas leaks. And we'll see how that affects the backfiring mostly, because it's got that weird kind of popping and spluttering going on.
Yeah, and when it ticks over, it's not actually overly loud.
No.
It's the popping. It was, the last experiment we did was like 90 decibels, which is just in there.
Well, you're allowed 100, aren't you, at 1 metre?
Yes, but it was 115 on that crack when it backfires.
Which is all the time, so you need to get rid of that in order to make it legal. So,
yes.
And they are cracking down on this at the moment as well. So
They are
it's
indeed, yes.
It's worth doing. So, like I say, we'll cap that off, we'll run it with that one, see how we go. And if it's still too loud, then we'll cap the other one off, but we'll put an exit hole in it, or 2 smaller exit holes, or we'll just mess around with it and see what works.
Yeah.
Because if creating back pressure eliminates that popping and cracking, then we know that's what needs to happen. We can either go down the route of capping these off and drilling smaller exit holes, which will also hold the wadding in there a bit better, and you can probably add some more as well. And then obviously when it's black, you won't really see it anyway.
No. So for now, we need a piece of metal that we can put over here, just clamp it on. We're not going to make up this thing that Chris made because it took far too long. However good it was, it took far too long. So for now, we're just going to block that off and clamp it up, and then start it up and see where we are from there.
Just create some back pressure.
A lot of bike building is about trial and error and experimentation.
Especially if you're messing around with exhaust with no baffles, no silencing.
Yeah. And it's my fault because I don't want a normal exhaust. I want this style exhaust, so it's all my fault. But there you go.
I don't really see how any bike could run that with it being even
No, it must be
functional.
ridiculously loud.
Yeah. It needs a silencer of some sort.
Yeah. Well, you can get these with silencers in, but they're £200.
Oh, right.
This was 30 quid without the silencer in.
Alright, fair play.
So, with the holes bunged up,
Should we expand on the holes bunged up bit a little bit?
Go on then.
These are worn out cutting discs
Yeah.
for a grinder. We just thought it covers the hole and it has
Exit holes.
exit holes, which, I mean, they're on there reasonably tight.
One of two things can happen. It could work perfectly, or it could explode and shatter everything in its path.
That'd be fun. Let's try that.
Right, okay, so petrol on.
Let me just move this chair so it doesn't get damaged. I like spinning around on it.
Right,
Should we use the volume thing?
Oh yeah, the what's oh
Volumeometer.
no no.
Do you want to come and do this?
By the way, I have a new ignition barrel which has arrived.
He's done it.
Right, side stand.
You're not going to get the volumeometer?
No, are we ready? We'll do that in a minute if it's.
I'm not going to stand here.
Okay. Definitely quiet, huh? That sounds like a success.
It's a resounding success. A resound, pun,
Amazing.
success. So are we happy that if we were to do that and maybe drill a hole?
No, we're not happy with that at all. No. I'm not riding down the road with straps flapping down the back.
No, it's not ideal.
Pink
but
is not my colour.
I'm thinking cap them off like you did here and then drill like 3 holes that size maybe.
No, I think 2 was fine.
You think?
My worry is, if you go for 3 holes, you're running the risk of bigger problems.
Maybe.
The reason why, when we blocked that hole off, there was a significant difference in sound between that being blocked off and that not being blocked off at all, wasn't there? A massive difference.
Can we just try something? Let's take this one off
Go on then.
and try it again
Okay.
and see if it still pops and crackles or whether that's created enough. Back pressure.
Right, are we ready?
See how much difference it makes.
Like I said, shut up laughing. I have bought a new barrel. Oh, for Christ's sake, just turn this on, will you, Jamie? I bought a new ignition barrel. and it works perfectly. This is ridiculous. Shut up! What is wrong with you? You're not normal. Too loud.
3 holes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Happy medium.
Plate them all up, 3 holes. Because that's now with 1 hole, 1 capped and 1 open. So three similar sized holes.
I'll be honest, bearing in mind, like you said, what we're going into now, we are going into an era where they're clamping down on noise.
But my main concern is there too much back pressure? How big was the original bore on the original back box? Because you don't know, because you didn't have one, of course. It had that weird
Mazda centre box on it.
Yeah.
But, the thing is, the holes are big. I mean, look, they are big enough, and there's 2 of them.
Yeah. I mean, I forget what size that is on the grinder. It was like 22mm or something.
I don't know. I really do think 2 is enough.
Yeah.
Yeah, I really do. It sounded nice without it being offensive.
22.4.
Right. So you got 40 mils with a hole.
Yeah. Which is probably a lot more than the original back box would have had.
And that is now blowing a hole in that.
Oh yeah, I was expecting that because it's hot.
Yeah. So even with that, honestly, I really think block them off 2 holes, two 22 mil holes.
Yeah.
22, 22. It's got to work.
There you go. Perfect.
Yes, there you go. Right, we're nearly there. Right, okay, block them off, will you? Go.
Yeah, so you're going to need some aluminium TIG welder.
Okay, aluminium's just in there, and TIG welder is over the road. And go.
I think that's the answer to your trouble, isn't it?
Okay, so basically, Malcolm has solved the problem. Look at you, you big clever oaf.
That says it on my cup.
Mr. Clever.
Yeah.
All right. Okay.
But that was your choice, not mine.
Yes, I know.
Just to be clear.
You want to be clear now, said it?
No, be clear.
Oh. Who's be clear?
I don't know.
Sounds French. You don't like French?
No, I don't like French. Sorry,
Can't say
French people.
So, we're just going to check it out with the decibel-o-meter and see what we pull now. First of all, with just the 1 hole covered up, and then with 2.
So I saw 114 at peak.
So still just as loud on the rev.
That's with 1 off completely.
With 1. Okay, so now if we fill up the hole,
I'll pop the other one on and
put the other one on and see where we go.
yep.
I think it was significantly quieter with the 1 on.
This isn't really the best way of doing it, of course.
Right, so now with both holes covered up, let's see what we've got there. I've learned, I haven't turned the ignition off, I just kill switch.
Right.
I never saw it go over 100.
I never saw it go over 90.
Fantastic. I saw it hit 94 at one point. I think that was because it popped and farted at one point.
I think, yeah, I mean, it's when it pops, it's muffled.
Yes.
Because of them smaller holes.
So I think there, we have the plan. So we're going to get 2 bits of alloy, put inside the hole, inside the exhausts, with a 22mm hole in that one, a 22mm hole in that one. Weld that in, and that will be the exhaust done. Malcolm is toying with the idea of taking this one off and putting this on anyway, simply because this has been cut down a bit too much.
Yeah, because where it sleeves, this new piece sleeves over it, there's a gap in the slit where it clamps on.
Yeah.
So it needs to be, this pipe needs to be slightly longer.
So
I'll just use that one.
I think we'll take this off anyway. and cut it to the right length. Okay, right.
So weird.
Apart from the revvy BMW in the background.
Yeah, it's quiet enough.
So that's as far as we're going to go with this video today. I'm sorry it's been a short one, but we have had some major success. And that is that we know where we're going with the exhaust. It works. So what I'm going to do is get these aluminium pieces made up and welded inside this exhaust with the two 22mm holes, and they will be ready to go on for the next video, along with the stainless steel exhaust cut to length to match up. The other thing we're going to do is mount obviously the indicators and the plates for the wiring. Now what I mean by that is we're going to put a box in here and put the wiring inside the box. Initially I was going to put a piece of metal in here and then another piece in here and sandwich all the electrics in between, but that means everything will be visible through here and it will look horrible. So you had a suggestion, didn't you?
Yeah, when you could create a box inside here, paint it black, so you can still see through the frame, but it'll be black behind you, so you won't see anything in.
Okay, yeah, I see your point. Okay,
So it'll be hidden, but still nice trellis frame thing going on.
yes. So I am sorry that it hasn't been a full, oh look, we've done this, and this, but we have had a success story, and
Yeah, we got a proof of concept.
exactly.
So,
And the bonus is, he turned up.
yeah,
I've only been asking for about 12 weeks. He responded once. And here he is. So yes, hopefully it
I've
won't be
been
12
a few
weeks before.
times.
Hopefully it won't be 12 weeks before he's back again. But we'll be back very soon with more on this, more bike reviews coming, and of course, hopefully, starting to do your Cortina.
Yeah, I want to get that at least on its wheels before the end of the year.
Absolutely. And the same with the Mustang, and more with the Escort and everything else we've got going as well. So, just remains me to say, thank you for joining us. Please don't forget to subscribe, like, and share, and all that other gubbins that goes with it.
Smash the bell and stuff.
Smash the bell.
Yep. That's what people say. Smash the bell.
Do they? No, they go smash that like button.
So slap the like button and smash the bell.
Do they?
Yeah.
So, until next time, please ride and drive carefully.
But have fun.
Bye-bye.
Bye.